Hello there. This is Arlene Arnold, and I'm here with the energy focus of the week. Today is February 9th, 2004. So we have some interesting cards for you today. Plus, I want to say a word about the energies that we're in at this time because you're probably noticing them anyway, and this may be helpful to you. So let's go ahead and get started. At the beginning of this, I would say, are you ready for this? Because there's some things here that we need to be ready for and we've been working toward, but that doesn't mean that it's always easy. Okay, so the luminary that I picked for this week is called Crown. And I'm going to share my screen so you can see this luminary. And it's really quite a wonderful one. So this is called Crown. And this is round because the cards in the deck are round. We also can present them as pictures, which is pretty fun that you can use in your surroundings. All right, so what is it about Crown? I picked out a couple things from the book. This is a reflection on Crown. It is time. The preparation is complete. Will you gratefully accept the crown? Its halo signifies your inner awakening. Its brilliance declares the oneness of all. Step forward. Accept the divine intention to create in and through a world come of age. Accept the divine intention to create in and through a world come of age. Okay, when you look at crown, it's like, what does that feel for you? Can you feel the energy of crown and how this is here to help us now? So the other part from the chapter that I picked out is how you can apply crown in your life. In the world, as we have known it, wearing a crown can be seen as standing above others. In the changing world, accepting the crown means taking your unique place, using your unique talents, responding to your individual abilities to serve the whole. Are you fully aware of how this applies to you? If not, ask to be made aware of its meaning. Soak in what comes. Surrender your reluctance to a greater good. Soak in what comes from crown. Surrender any reluctance that you have. Surrender it for the greater good because you are a part of the greater good and you have something to bring to that. Now, here's my take on this today. It's the message about crown that I would bring to you. Some of us are reluctant to stand in our individual magnificence. Can you feel that? You and I have our own individual magnificence. The reason we have trouble with that is because we were told that it is a form of human hubris. When we are focused from our inside knowing, we are very aware if we move into the human desire for recognition, which can be hubris. That is not what crown is about. It's not what crown is about. You and I came into this world with a mission. We are part of a great change that is in process on earth. Our calling is unique, and yet it becomes empowered when combined with so many others who have become aware of their purpose, abilities, and capabilities. That these capabilities and all of this come from recognizing that we have come from oneness. The soul steps into human form. We are prodded to wake up to who we are who we are in this world at this time. Accepting the crown is part of the awareness. Instead of feeling we stand above others, we may find ourselves standing in the magnificence of being part of the whole. Great possibilities are unleashed through the love, compassion, and action that comes from the whole. Now, this is sometimes a difficult one for us to come to, or maybe you're totally ready for this. But stepping into this means that we have to stay in our awareness. We have to be aware of ourselves, and we have to be aware of what's happening in the world, and we have to be aware of other people. You know, recently I was in a situation where someone I love dearly and is part of me, it was coming from what felt like a very angry place. And this is something that often is difficult for me because it brings me back to some of the things in my life. But I am here to tell you that that was a gift. That was a gift for me to see that I have not fully stepped into my awareness of how this past experience is still affecting me. And I also could tell after the looking at the information about what the energies are doing right now, I could see that this was also something that is coming because there is so much intense energy right now. So I'm going to stop the share and talk to you a little bit about that because I think it's so important. There is such intense energy from the changes that are going on in the earth because the center of the earth is expanding, and that can cause earthquakes and things that are happening on the surface of the earth. But also, there are all kinds of energies that are coming from the sun, and these can deal with our electrical system. And when we feel out of balance, we're not feeling the harmony, these kind of energies can affect us. So part of the awareness, again, is awareness about yourself and how you're responding, and then awareness about other people, and then awareness about what you're feeling around you that may be affecting you. So all of that is important to us. So now let's go on to the next part, which is the color card. And again, I'm going to share my screen and just show you a picture that gives us a feel for the color turquoise. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, many of you, I imagine, have been to the beach and you have felt the waves. You've seen the beautiful waves. And so often they have different kinds of turquoise in them. Well, the color card for today, which is this, I don't know if you can see that, but that's the color card, turquoise, and it's the lesson in turquoise. So I'm going to read the paragraph in the book that stood out in the section in lessons in turquoise. The title of this paragraph is Controlling Your Life. Just see if something in this feels like it's a part of what you're dealing with. And as you see the picture, take in the turquoise, because the turquoise is here to show us some things, but it's also here to help us go into harmony. So when you have lost, this is what's in the book. When you have lost trust in your life direction, the human part of you attempts to control what comes into your life and what you give out. Now notice that it's when you've lost your trust. That's trust in your knowing. You've lost trust in your inner knowing. Maybe you've lost trust in the world. You've lost trust that there is really a bigger plan. And that's easy to do in the time that we're in. So often what happens then is the human part of you attempts to control what comes up in your life and what you give out. In other words, we want to control because it just feels like everything is out of control. You become convinced that others want to take something away from you, so you stay alert to how others might take advantage of you. That's one possibility. Because you feel isolated and alone in figuring out your life, you try to anticipate the outcome of each decision and action so that you will know what is coming. That's another possibility that can happen when you go into this distrust. Only when you have turned over your direction to the wise part of yourself that speaks through the heart, or sometimes other parts of the body as well, but often it's the heart, can and this when you focus there and you begin to trust that, then you will release the control. You won't need the control because you know you're in harmony with who you are. Only when you have seen through divine eyes and have become convinced that you are part of a greater outcome can you relax and allow life to unfold. So that's what we want. When we're in harmony, we can relax and allow life to unfold. Now is the time to change the way you participate in your life. You are supported from within and without when you relax and flow with the stream of life. So this is what we're here to understand, is that like the wave, we can be in the flow of our life. And I'm going to say just a bit more about that. And then I want to take you into the meditation. I call it a healing meditation that will help us with any of these things that we are feeling that are part of the turquoise. When energies are exceptionally strong and there is chaos in the world like we're feeling now, staying in the flow can be challenging. That's the point where we need to stop, go to our inner knowing, listen to trusted friends and mentors, and then release the anxiety so that we can be in our unique flow. That's where we can be most effective. When you're in your unique flow, that's when you can be most effective. We are created with a deep desire to help make that this world that reflects what we feel in love. In other words, we want to create the world that when we feel that love that comes from the center of the universe, that love that comes from the earth, when we feel that, that's the world we want to create around us. We are created with that deep desire to make this a world that reflects what we feel in the love that comes from the source. We do that best when we stay focused on our inner knowing, which is our flow, and then act as we sense what it is that is highest and best. So this is a meditation that is part of the book. You'll see, let me stop this for a minute. So when you see this is part of the chapter on turquoise, it's called a healing exercise, or you might call it a meditation. So I'm going to put the picture back up so that in case you want to focus on that and it has the turquoise in it, that might be helpful to you as we do this healing exercise. So take a couple of deep breaths. Relax into a state of deep awareness. Become a leaf floating on the river of life. Smell the fresh, sweet air. Hear the birds singing in the trees. Feel the gentle nudge of the breeze. Float with the flow of the river. Feel yourself shoot over rocks to join a calmer flow beyond. Rest for a while in a shady, calm pool. Swirl in a whirlpool until you are released into the flow again. You stop in a stagnant pool until the cleansing rains come and you are sent along your way again. Notice that there are times when you flow along with others and times when you are alone. At some point along the way, you find that your stream converges with other streams. Together, they create a broader flow. Be present and conscious as you experience each aspect of this moving stream and the many changes of scenery. When you return to this moment, you might want to write about what you've experienced. How can you bring that flow into your daily life? And this flow, the rivers always then end up coming into the the ocean. And the waves that you see here have come from many different streams from different places. So that too is a part of this oneness of the flow, the bigger flow, where we're flowing together. So this is the message that I wanted to bring you this week, and many of you follow the astrology, and we are in a time where so much is happening that we need to be aware of that. And you may want to check into Pam Gregory. She has a YouTube, and she is I think, a very clear astrologer. And there are others, and you may have one that's your favorite. But this is a time, especially today, because this is the new moon, and these are days that we really need to understand what the energies are, so that we can stay in that calm flow, and that we can be the most effective that we can. And remember that you can feel yourself allowing the crown to come on your head, and that is the crown of awakening. This is where you come to that place where you're so aware of what's inside of you, what's going on with other people, and what's going on in the world. And then also feel that bigger plan that you're here to be a part of. You chose this time to be here. So I want to tell you that I created transformational tools, and that started a long time ago. In fact, it was in 1995. And this is a community of highly sensitive and usually people who are also have insights from within them. And they sometimes have come from very difficult places where they have not felt like they belonged, or they have not felt that people understood them. So what we have available is a place where you can feel like you're heard, and a place where you feel that people understand you. And perhaps this is your tribe in transformational tools. Our intention is that here you can discover your true self, experience long-lasting healing, and live from authenticity. And those are three things that I think are so important for us to be most effective in this world. And we will be announcing in the next few weeks an opportunity for you to be a part of this group of wonderful people. And I will be talking about that with you next time. So pay attention to the energies. This video will be out there so you can come back to it. What I've written out that I read from will also be on transformationaltools.com in the blog, so that you can go back to it and you can print it or whatever you want and use that during the week to keep you on course. So thanks for being here. This is always such a big pleasure of my week. And I look forward to doing the individual readings with everybody who is here. And and those of you who are coming back afterwards, I'm so glad that you are taking advantage of this opportunity to be with us. And hopefully, this energy will help you through your week. All right, that's it for me for now, and then we will go into the individual readings. All right. um, we are. Let's see, Stacy. There we go. Stacy's with me. Thank you, Stacy. Um, I have written down everybody that I've seen here, so we're going to just get started. Um, Mia, I don't know if you're still here, but I'm going to pick a card for you today. And there you are. Okay. So let's just see what's up for Mia. It's a color card today, Mia. Um, Whoa, it's the strength in orange. And the little card just says, sensual, alive, present, and happy. Now, whoops, it's not showing up here. Hmm, there we go. Um, what I want to do is to feel into that for you, Mia, to see what that is. Um, it's like, wow, all of us can go in and out of being present and happy and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like right now, there's a bright spot for you that is here for the weekend and the coming week. So take advantage of that. And there's also something in the book, and I just want to go there to for a minute to see what that is that's coming up. Um, this is what it is. Okay, so for you, Mia, this is a time to have childlike pleasure. Like a child, you explore the world through your senses. You don't hold back. Whatever catches your interest becomes your next avenue of exploration. Your fascination and complete appreciation of your world attracts and inspires others. Boy, you do that in spades when you do your pictures of the flowers and how you see things through the lens of your camera. It's just so amazing how we can be that spark of love and that spark of like the sun shining. So this is your time, Mia, to be in that place inside of you that makes it so nice for you to go out and take your photos. Be that this week. This is a really important time, and there's a reason for it. I don't exactly get what that is, but it has to do with the energies for this coming week. So remember, crown is part of that, and go into that awareness of allowing the crown to come to you, and that will be a part of this week of feeling that sunshine. So I'm really happy for you. This will be a great week for you. So that was the strength in orange. All right, so now let's see what's going on for you, Susie. Well, yours this week is a luminary. So let's see what's up for Susie. Oh, there it is. Okay, Susie, yours is the presence. And Stacy will put that one up for you so you can see it a little bit better. Um, this, okay, for you, Susie, this is the time for you uh, to be really aware of the divine presence. Sometimes that comes through as someone who has passed and is here just to pat you on the back or here to be helpful to you. Sometimes that is what I call a divine presence, which is feels like it's like someone that is really a part of your um, mentoring. And sometimes it's just that sense that there's something from another part of the beingness that's not here in form that is just wanting to let you know that it's there. But this is really a good thing. This is feeling like that you're not alone. This is feeling that you have a lot of help. So, Susie, this week, what you are being called to do is to be aware when you sense something around you. And you know how I sense it sometimes is like my cat would come, it would feel like the cat came by, that there was some energy that just came and I could feel it come going next to my body. Some people experience presence as a fragrance and or a sound or music or you know, it's one of the different ones of the senses allow you to feel the presence. So practice that this week, Susie. Just allow yourself to feel what's around you that may be there to visit you. All right, so Susie's is the luminary presence. All right, Will, you're up next. So let's see, Will, yours is a color card today. Let's just see what that for Will. Ah, there it is. Okay. Is this the one that you got last time? Let me see here. No, you had unfolding last time. So this one is the lesson in blue. And so, oh, and you know, orange is the complement to that. Orange and blue are complementary colors. So the orange is really important as well. Um, and what the card says, speak your truth from deep within. Uh, to me, it's in the throat. The throat is the blue, and it can be about speaking, but it's really about what it is you want to express, and that expression is coming through you from your soul. So this is a soul type of expression. And I know that for you, Will, that many things are perking for you that want expression. So let me just see if there's something here in blue that would stand out for you in the book. So let's see here. You know, I think this is part of it. It's blue draws you into leadership. Your lesson in this arena is to stay close to your inner truth. Your ability to lead others can be seductive. Don't lose sight of the deeper purpose. Being swept away by your own ability to draw others to you can stifle the flow. I'm not sure that that last part is as important as it is just to uh, accept the fact that you have leadership and don't be afraid that somehow you will do something that isn't exactly what you wanted or it isn't exactly who you are. It's just the feeling that I get is that it's the reluctance that is kind of standing in the way. And sometimes it's you're just waiting for the right timing. But just be aware that there may be something that you need to pay attention to that is causing some reluctance, and that there is leadership that is a part of who you are that will be a part of what's coming up. So that's the lesson in blue for Will. All right, Leslie. Leslie, yours is a luminary for today. There it is. I love this one. This is Love Child. Now, I always find that love child comes up when we're in situations where I don't know. For me, it's often where I'm trying to understand something, or I'm frustrated about something, or whatever. Love child just comes in and around us when those kinds of things happen, and just allow us to relax and just to breathe and to it's kind of like let the weight go. Let the lightness, like a child, go into that curiosity, go into uh, that trust that the child has, that everything's going to be fine, and that you're going to be guided in a very special way. So this is a good one to just put around you, Leslie. That energy of love child, just put it around you and let it love you. Let it love you up. Okay, so for Leslie, it's love child. All right, Jeannie, yours is a luminary as well. So happy to see you here, Jeannie. Ah, there's yours right there. Okay, this is a good one for all of us. This one is called I think this one's attunement. Let me make sure. Is that attunement, um, Stacy? I, I don't know why I'm missing that today, but let's see. Yeah, that's attunement. Okay, so attunement, it really is an important one for right now, Jeannie. And that's because we are going through so many changes that everything in us needs to be upgraded in certain ways. Attunement to me is like we have to get into the flow of who we are now, because yesterday we were somebody else and today something may have changed, and it doesn't change the basics of who we are, but it can change the configuration of your cells. It can change where your thoughts go. It can change what you're feeling. So what you want is a configuration of all of the cells in your body, a configuration of all of the energies that are part of you, so they support where you are today. So what this says to me, Jeannie, is that you are going through some major changes. And I used to think of this like when we had to um, um, oh, I had the word, now it's gone, but it's where you would take your computer and you would let it go through this process that would take files that were way off over here and bring them over here. And that would, just the new configuration within you. What is that called, Stacy? I can't hear you. So it's oh, anyway, it'll come. It's a part of what we go through. It's a reconfiguration of who we are and where we're going. And sometimes that can be a little bit unnerving, because when you go through change, I always say it's like you were in that chair over there. You're going to the chair on the other side of the room, but right now you're in the middle, and it's sort of like you've left your um, place that you felt comfortable, and you don't even know what's ahead in this chair that you're going into. So this is the time to just allow yourself to be configured to what it is that you're going to. Allow yourself and your energy to be present with what is here now and what you're going into, not what was. All right, that's what's up for you. Jeannie, whoa. Okay. And then the other one that I got a message from, oh, hello, Anne. We don't know Anne. I don't know Anne. So I'm happy to have you here. So, Anne, would you like me to pick a card for you while I'm waiting for her answer? Um, oh, there you go. That's your first time. So I'm so glad, Anne. Would you like me to pick a card for you? Okay, so let's see what's up uh, for Anne. Let's see. Okay. We have two different decks, Anne, and one of them is what's called luminaries, and they're the ones like the attunement that you see there. That's one of the luminaries. And then there are color cards. So it's the mandala configuration has certain energy, and then the color cards themselves have uh, been have different energies. I don't do that kind of readings, and what I'm doing is letting you know what the energies are for you in the coming week. That can sometimes tell us what we're ready for, but it doesn't tell us where there's going to be a love in your life or that kind of thing. But let's just see what comes up here. Wow, this is very interesting. Yours is the strength in magenta. I mean, in lime green, and the complement for that is magenta. This is actually a very powerful place to be, but it's not necessarily about love, because remember, if you want a certain love in your life, you have to become that. And what you're being told is that what's here for you this coming week is a strength that has to do with who you are as a leader. And I don't know if you have recognized that or not, but you have a leadership ability. And the strength in lime green says you're working with your heart, which is the green. You're working with the white, which is the uh, uh, transcendence of the colors that are here in the universe, and they are from light, the colors from light. And it also has yellow in it, which is your solar plexus, which is just below the rib cage. And that's where we find that there is guidance in understanding how we are showing up, who we are now in this world. Because, we spend a lot of time trying to be what other people want us to be. And you've come to a place where you are now showing up as who you are, not just what somebody else thought that you should be. And that there is this is your time to begin to look at, what does it mean for me to be a leader who has a real sense of self and works with the magenta, which is a complement, which is a tremendous amount of compassion for what's happening to yourself and other people. And you are being brought to a higher frequency through the white. So it's really important time for you, and it's probably not just 1 week. This is more like what you're moving into for the long haul. Now, um, what you want to keep in mind is then when you're looking to attract someone into your life, in essence, you have to be the highest and best you, so that you will attract that other person that has a similar understanding of life and has this sense of spirituality in them. And and what you're attracting, you will have no question when that person is there, because you will know there is something that is right between you. The problem with most times when we're looking for someone is that we go out there not from our inside world, but we just go into the outside world and say, how can I find this person? But if you stay in your inside world and you just allow you to be the best you can be, and you follow your inner guidance, then that person that's meant to be in your life will come. And we don't always know the timing of it. So patience is sometimes very much a part of it. I just am now with the love of my life, and I'm going on 84 years and he's 87, and we knew each other very early in life, but this is the time that we were meant to be together. But boy, did I have to be patient for a long time. I was single for 22 years. So it's not, don't get discouraged. Just be ready by working on yourself. Okay, so you might have a really good opportunity to do that manifesting today. Just don't do it in terms of this has to happen. Do it in terms of, I want to attract what is highest and best for me. All right, I'm glad you asked the question, because I think it's a good reminder for all of us. All right, the last one that I'm going to do is for Grace. She can't be here, but she always goes in and watches the replay of this. And the one that I got for her is Illumination. So this is a beautiful card, and Stacy will put that one up for us. And Illumination is here to tell us or remind us that we are here to spread the light. And being, just as I was talking to Anne, being the highest and best you could be, which, by the way, Anne, this is the color of lime green. But being the highest and best that we can be is how we spread the light. It's how we shine ourselves out there. And that is one of the most important things that we can do at this time. Can you imagine the brightness that's there if we all shine our light, and we're in different places on the earth, and we're all here with this higher purpose to make this a world that's based on love and allowing the magnificence of each person to be available. This is a really important time. So, Grace, when you see this, you know about this. And this is just a reminder that this week is a really good time to focus on being this bright light that you are, and allow that to beam out into the world. So have I missed anybody, Stacy, or did I get them all?
You are all good. I think that's who I had on my list too.
How about for you? Let's see what's up for you. Yeah.
What?
You're in the strength of blue. Peaceful, creative, flowing. Are you feeling creative?
I think so lately. We've done a lot of creative things together. So
yes, we have. And I've noticed how well you have been able to be in the flow. And that's huge, and that's part of the strength in blue as well. So
it's that practicing qigong every morning.
I know it is.
7 o'clock.
So all of you just know that Stacy has qigong that she offers, and you can contact her at tell them that transformational tools.
Oh, yeah. Email. So if you go to transformationaltools.com at the events calendar, I actually have the link posted on the calendar. The only thing that is different is weekends is 9 o'clock, not 7, but it's been really good. And trying to get that website up right now. And so you know how to find it, right?
She's my right-hand person. And I appreciate her, and I have a wonderful leadership group that works with me. And Mia has done some things for me in the past that were just tremendous, and I'm so grateful. And so it's so nice to have you here, Anne. And we are just moving forward in such a big way. I'm so excited about it. And I'll be talking about that for the next 2 Fridays. So, okay, thank you everybody for being here. We love you, and we are here to support you, and for you to, if you choose to be a part of who we are, we're here for you, and we will help you be your magnificence in this world. All right, goodbye for now, and we will see you next week on Friday. Yay.